let me assume that you have signed up, but if you have not, please don't worry. After this class, you can just go ahead and sign up with Binance. Verify. You need to verify everything. You need to verify your account with, it's just like opening a bank account. So everything that you need for a bank account is the same thing that is required for opening an account with Binance. You need your ID card, you need your email, not email address, of course, that's basic. You need your ID card, you need your photo, what's it called, verification, and you need your proof of address, age, and all that. So just basic things. Once you're signing up, it's not difficult. So let's jump right into it. So here is Binance. If you come to Binance on your phone, this is something you can do on your phone. Please, you can do this on your phone. So if you come to Binance, just look for the P2P trading. The P2P trading. Maybe sometime in the future, I'll just make a very short video of how you can do this on your phone for people that may not be able to see, but it's very easy. It's very easy. Just, you can easily find P2P trading. It's under buy. Anywhere you see buy, just look there, you see P2P trading. And then the others, if you go to others as well, you're also going to see P2P trading. So P2P is simply pair to pair, like from me to you. We are the ones doing the transaction. So I give you money, you send me back. So that's just how it works. So let's quickly jump right into it. So you can either click here if you're using the desktop, or you go to others and click on P2P order. By the way, this is just my dummy account that I use for trading, for training, and for training purposes, because of course, if it was my main account, you see all the history here, and I don't like giving that out. Of recent, I just, because of the situation of security situation of Nigeria and everything, so I don't like giving it out. I just train you, teach you the exact same thing that I do. If you follow the steps, it's going to work for you. So here, if you click on P2P, it's going to bring you here. So this is where all the magic is going to be happening. This is where all the magic is going to be happening. So please pardon me if you already know the steps, right? I'm actually teaching this assuming that most of you guys are not conversant with Binance and you have not done this before. So please pardon me if you just came here for the strategy itself. Please just stay with me. I'll get to it shortly, but trust me, it's something that will interest you. Trust me. This is something that you will not see anywhere. So here we are going to do just one thing. We are going to do one thing. We are going to sell, right? But before then, let's quickly get things together. We are going to be working with dollar to naira now. The bank rate dollar to naira. Let me refresh this. So currently, as at today, 5th of November, dollar to naira is, that's a CBN rate, is 439 naira 38 kobo. That's $1 to naira. So $1 to naira is 439 naira 38 kobo. This is CBN rate, and then bank rate as at today is 490, right? Bank rate is 490. So let's note that down. Let's note that down. We are going to come back to this because we need this. If we're going to learn this, we have to do it the right way. So $1 bank rate. So we're using the bank rate, not the CBN rate now. So $1 equals to $490, right? So we're going to be doing the arbitrage with Ghana cedis, right? We're going to be doing it in Ghana cedis. But first, we need to know how much Ghana cedis is for one Ghana cedi to Nigerian naira. So one Ghana cedi here, I don't know the today's bank rate, black market rates, but we're going to put that into consideration as well. But one Ghana cedi is 31 naira 75 kobo. So let's also put that here. Ghana cedis equal to 1 Ghana cedis is equal to 38 naira 31 naira 75 kobo, 31.75. Okay, let me space it out so that it doesn't confuse us, and make it bold so that you guys can see it for those that are watching on their mobile phone. Let me make it bold so that you guys can see it. Please be taking note of these figures, right? And then 1 Ghana cedi GHC to equal to 1 Ghana cedi to $1 to $1 equal to, so dollar to Ghana cedi. So $1 Ghana cedi is 13.84. Then again, I'm just using the official rate, but we'll also, add to it. We'll pad it. We'll pad it. So let's do 13.84. 13.84. Equals to GHC 13.84. So $1 is equal to 13.84 Ghana cedis, and then 1 Ghana cedi is 31 naira 75 kobo. $1 is 490 naira. Back rate. Remember, what we are trying to do is to move the money from bank rate to then get it in the black market price, right? But the thing is, we no longer have access to do this transaction. This transaction, like I explained in the beginning, I explained how easy it was. Just send it to PayPal, send to my friend abroad, he sent me back the same day, almost the same minutes, via Western Union, and then I go to Western Union the same day and then get the cash, right? But today is no longer like that because there is restriction in our card. So why we are now going to Ghana is because it's a neighboring country and it's more like, balanced a little bit, and you can easily access Ghana, right? So that's why we're using Ghana, right? So I figured that Ghana will be better, so we've been using Ghana. So I'm going somewhere. So I think that is it. This is the 3 that we need to know. Okay, now let's put the black market rate. So black market rate for Nigeria, $1 equals to, as of today, 8.90. Okay, that's to buy, but let's say to sell is 8.50. Let's just leave it at 8.50. So 8.50 naira. So now we have 4 figures. $1 to is equal to 4.90, right? That's the bank rate. And 1 Ghana cedi is 31 naira 75 kobo bank rate, and $1 to 1 Ghana cedi is 13 Ghana cedi. Sorry, $1 to Ghana cedis is 13.84 Ghana cedis. And black market Nigeria is $1 to 8.50, right? $1 equals to 8.50. So let's say that we have 100,000 naira to do this business. Again, you can do it with any price, any figure, but I usually do round figure in my calculation so that it doesn't go it doesn't make some people crazy, because some people don't like mathematics, right? So I don't like mathematics, but when it comes to money, I love it. I love calculating money. It gives me motivation. It gives me the ginger, right? Please guys, let me know if you're getting any value in this tutorial, in this class. Please let me know in the comment section. And if you have any question, put it down in the comment as well. My assistant is going to answer your questions, the ones that they can answer, but the ones that they can't answer, they will leave it to me. Once I finish this live, I'm going to get to the question. So feel free to message me anytime, and then find my socials in the description box. Find my social media handle, and then you can connect to me personally and ask all the questions that you want to ask, or anything that is confusing, anything. But make sure that you already subscribe to the channel, because this is a community-based thing, right? I want us to grow. I want you to grow. So as I have my experiences in making money online, everything that I experience, I'm going to keep sharing it. Like I said earlier, this channel is my brain dump, right? So everything that has worked for me, I'm going to share it. Anything that, you know, I feel that is important that I share it. That didn't work for me, I'm also going to share it, right? So that you can help your journey, fasten your journey, make your journey easy and very smooth, right? So this is what I want, you know, to do on this channel. And there's nothing like, I don't do clickbait on this channel. If you go through the few content I have already on this channel, you figure out like there's a lot of things I can do to get attention, right? But I don't do those things. This channel is basically it's going to be my 10th channel. I have 9 channels that I'm running, 9 YouTube channels that I'm running that are, you know, mine, but they are no face channel, and they are so easy to run because all I need to do is just hire people, and they do voiceover editing, and then we'll upload video. And you know, YouTube doesn't ask you who did the video, how the video was done. As long as people can watch it and people watch it, you make money, right? And that is how we've been making money. But this particular channel is personalized to me. I've never, you know, made up my mind before now to start a personality channel like this, where I'm going to be in front of the camera, because I know what it takes. It takes a lot of time. You have to film content. You have to do a lot of work personally, and there's nobody that can do it for you. Like this life I'm doing now, nobody's going to do it for me. I have to do it. So I have to put everything that I'm doing on hold to actually nurture this channel, which is, but you know, I'm still going to do it for you guys. I'm still going to be putting out, you know, content even after the masterclass. I'm still going to be putting out content often for you guys. I've tried to see if I can open a personality channel like this before in the past, but I ran away because it was tasking. But this time around, because of this masterclass, the ultimate masterclass that, you know, occurs every year, and if I have been documenting all the things that I've been teaching all these years, you know, this is the 4th year. So if I've been documenting everything that I've been teaching for this 4-year period, this channel would have been a huge archive, library of how to make money online. And there's nobody that will come across this channel with that kind of library, and their financial life will not change. But no time is too late. So that's why I said, okay, this one I'm going to do it. And also I want to also have a replay for you guys. So imagine where I did this video and sent it to you on WhatsApp, and then after watching it, somehow your WhatsApp crashes or your phone crashes, and then somehow you lost the video. If you want to implement, you can't have access to the video again. You can't find it. And me, myself, the same thing might happen to me. Most of the times I have a lot of content, because, you know, I create content on a daily basis. So there's no space anywhere. My system is full. Hard drive, I have uncountable number of, I have about 57 hard drives, 2 terabytes each. Yes. So that's a different story altogether. So why I'm telling you guys all this is for you to know that there's nothing like clickbait on this channel. If I tell you you're going to make 1 million naira, you're going to make 1 million naira. The only reason that will make you not to make 1 million naira from whatever I'm going to share or whatever I shared in that particular video is if you don't implement, if you did not pay attention, if you did not rewatch it, if you do not take notes. And I would advise that you turn on the notification bell. You know, the notification bell, you click on it, and then you see all. So turn on all so that you get notified anytime I upload anything, be it post, video, live, anything. That way you'll be the first to consume whatever content, because sometimes I might share something, and then before you get to it, or whenever you get to see it, you would have stopped working on something because We know how to spoil things in this part of the world. We know how to spoil things. So once people know that this is what is working, everybody will just rush, and then that's how they get to spoil things. Just like this Binance and cryptocurrency that was banned from bank transactions and all that. It's because everybody was rushing into it because it was working, and they had to block it off. So please always be the first to implement. Don't take anything here as one of those things. Most of the content I share here, you will never see it anywhere. Unique content, personal to me, personalized to me. I sleep, I wake up with ideas. I'm a walking idea. I'm a human idea, right? You can literally tap me and ideas will start falling off. Literally, like that's how you spin. On any level, any skill you want it, whether it's a big company, small business, normal hustling online, trying to do affiliate marketing or anything, freelancing, anything. Anyway, you guys know already. So back to our mathematics. Why I'm trying to engage you guys is so that I don't bore you out with numbers, because this is a game of numbers. So I need you guys to pay attention, and then I'll distract you every now and then to make sure your brain doesn't doesn't shrink and then collapse. Yeah, because once it starts talking numbers, a lot of people will be lost. So we don't need this anymore. So let me go ahead and close this tab and come back to this. So here, now that we have established this and we have 100,000 naira to trade with, so we're going to get the 100,000 naira over to Ghana. I'm going to tell you guys towards the end of the video how you're going to get the money over to Ghana. But let's do the maths first. Let's do everything first and make sure that we've secured that one. So let's say we have 100,000 naira to work with, right? And then we send it to Ghana. So that will give us 3,149.16 Ghana cedis, right? So let's copy this, right? Let's copy this and go to USDT. USDT and USD is just the same thing, right? USDT is a stable coin, right? Just like US dollar in a coin, right? So just about the same fees. So here we already have how much? 3,149.16 Ghana cedis. So we're going to come here for the USDT and put that figure here. So we have 227.58 USDT. So we've converted that Ghana cedis, the 100,000 naira we sent to Ghana, and we've converted it to USDT, and it's giving us 227.58. Right, so let's keep the numbers down. Let's keep the numbers down so that we will not miss it. So 100k equals to 3,149.16 Ghana cedis. So Ghana cedis equal to how many USDT? 227.58 USDT. So we have 227.58 USDT, right? You want to sell the USDT. Now, this is the amount of, so USDT, you want to sell it in Naira and not dollar or USDT. So we have USDT now. We've converted our 100,000 naira to Ghanaian money, and the 100,000 equivalent in Ghanaian money, we have used it to buy USDT, and now we have the USDT in our wallet. I don't know if you understand the process now. Remember, we cannot do this with our card because our government have blocked it, right? So we're now using another country thanks to this government. So we have 227.58 USDT. So we'll come here. This is the market for the P2P. We came here, we came to P2P the first time. So you just click on sell and then you find any seller. So now they're selling 1 USDT for 837.11 naira, right? So we're going to go ahead and click on sell USDT to this seller. So you can sell to anybody. Like, I don't have any preference. I just sell to anybody I see. You know, it's 100% safe. Like I said, there is what is it called, an escrow. Once you send the money to the person, once you initiate the transaction to get the person's account number, Binance is going to hold the USDT until this person confirms that he has gotten the money, right? And then Binance will send you the USDT. So the people in charge of sending you the USDT now is the Binance, not the guy. So once the order has been initiated, even before you pay, the money, the USDT or the equivalent of the USDT has been, will be transferred to Binance, right? So now in this case, we are selling. So this USDT now we are putting here until we confirm, right, that we have received the money. We won't be able to send the USDT to the guy. But the USDT won't be in our possession. The USDT will now be in the custody of Binance management or Binance escrow, right? So they will hold the USDT and wait for you to either say that I didn't get this payment or I got this payment. So if you say that I got this payment, they will give the person the USDT. But if you did not get the payment, you can let them know you didn't get the payment, and then they just confirm it, and then they transfer back your USDT, right? So just understand this and understand that it's 100% scam free. 100% scam free. Yes, that's the word. So if you have any questions so far, please leave it in the comment section. My assistant will do a very good job in answering your questions, but the ones that they can't answer, I will answer it personally once I'm off this live. So here I want to sell USDT. So I'm going to put in the figure that I have, right? As at the time I wanted to do this video yesterday, when I was doing promo for the class, right? It was 180 something thousand. I'm used to million, sorry. 180 something thousand. That's the figure you guys saw on, that you can see on the thumbnail. But now it's 190. So that's to tell you that this is a very profitable venture that you should venture into. So now we have 190,000 naira. Remember, we invested 100,000 naira. So what we're going to get now is 190,509 naira 49 kobo, right? So now why this is not going to go through is because this guy's minimum amount is 5 million. The minimum transaction amount is 5 million. So if you're trading below that 5 million or any amount that you're trading with, just keep scrolling. You will see somebody that is collecting, for much lower, right? So for much lower, if you just keep checking, you'll see it. But for the sake of this training, I don't want to make this training too long because a lot of people will be watching offline as after we've gone live. So let me quickly do that again. Let me refresh. So you can see now payment is bank transfer. They are going to transfer the money directly to your bank account, your Nigerian bank account straight. You receive the alert, confirm that you log into your app, confirm that you have received the money. Then you now tell Binance, yes, so I've received the money. They will now release the money. But if you want to now play a fast one and think that you can scam them, it's impossible. Because if you say you did not receive the money, they will say, okay, they will now contact the person. The person will now show them transaction. They will now track the thing from the bank and now know that the thing hit your account. Both the remaining ones you have, that's if you had any balance remaining, plus the one that you wanted to sell, everything, forget it, they will lock your account. So please don't use it to scam anybody. Just be transparent and do your transactions. You're making money already, so don't even think any evil because it won't work. So I had to just issue out that disclaimer. And that also brings me to any of these comments, there's all those scammers and stuff will be commenting. Some will use my name, some will use my picture. Please, I will not ask you for any money. I don't have any investment package. I don't have any investment plan. I will never DM you. I will not send you a private message. I will not reply your message and tell you anything about investment or to support me. I will not ask for support. I don't have any partners that are going to contact you. I don't have any people that, are working with me that are going to contact you personally. None of that will ever happen. None of that will ever happen. So I will not ask you for money. I will not ask you for support. I will not ask you for donation. I will not ask you for investment. I don't have any investment whatsoever. And I will not ask you to send that or anything. Just, just be careful out there because people are really, really jobless. So let's run. So let's do the transaction again. Click on sell. Yes, so we are selling. So we're going to sell here. All right, just paste it here and let's copy the figure that we got and go back. It's not, this is not possible, right? So the thing is, you're seeing it here for yourself, and this is something you can do 5 times in a day. There's no limit. It's till you get tired, right? But the only thing is that if you're going to be using the means that I'm going to be sharing with you guys to send your money to Ghana and all that, of course, it's going to be tedious. And it's not something that I want. Even if it's going to come down, what you're now going to get is like 175, 185. So those are the differences you'll be getting, not anything. 75, 185. So those are the differences you'll be getting, not anything. But personally, what I've experienced is that with this, you can it keeps going up as long as the Naira keeps. So the only one I usually charge for is when it's going to cost me, my time, like one-on-one. If I'm having a one-on-one, because it's now going to cost me time, I have to take out time to talk to you. I have to take out time to talk to another person. So that one, definitely you're going to pay for my time. And which most times people cannot afford that time. So I try to bring it down to what they can easily afford, not because of anything, but because I am always passionate to help people get to the level that I am into. Like, if you need to get someone that will hold you by the hands, though I don't have my coaching schedule is already fully booked till next year. Like, I'm not even sure I'll have any opening next year. I'm not going. It's not possible now. I'm only a human being. I have a lot of things going on for me, and then I have to still be training people one-on-one and all that. So, there's a very little room for me to accept more people, right? Very little room for me to accept more people, and I want to just keep that one for myself. At least let me find some me time a little bit, right? So here we're making that 90,000. So imagine you do this for, let's say, because of banks not working, let's say you're doing it 24 times in a month, you have 2.17222.76. Guys, you guys are not understanding. Like 2 million naira. Let's say you're going to have bank charges, then of course we need to factor in black market rates for the transaction, Ghanaian, all those charges and everything. And say, let's say you have to, give, settle here and there, right? And, at the end of the day, your take home is 170,000. So you're making 70,000 per transaction. So let's do 70,000 instead. Let's just say, for instance, I know it doesn't get up to that, but 70,000 times 24 is 1.680. 1,680,000 naira. That is what you're making in a month. Ladies and gentlemen, this is just with 100,000 naira investment. So when you have gotten to this 1,680, you can decide to reinvest and then even get a big. Let's try and convert this and see what we're going to get. 1,680. Let's go to Naira to Ghana. 1,680. Guys, when you hear that, I'm Seven Figure Boss, it's not just a name. is something that, you know, is something that it's legit. You know, teach people how to get 7 figures. So so the 52,905.91 Ghana cedis, that's our 1680, is 3,823.33 USDT, right? So let's come here and paste it here. So that's giving us 3,000,000.250. So if we're doing this, that means this gave birth to this gave birth to this, right? This is for just one transaction. I don't know. Okay, not this. Is times is what gave birth to this is 1680. So 1680 it's equal to this. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope I've been able to explain this extensively the way you can understand, because I know if I'm having this class with people that are already trading, the people that are already doing the business, you know, it would have ended a long time ago. But I try as much as possible to bring it home so that you guys will understand it better. So if you have an investment capital of, if you have a capital of 1.680 million naira, you can use it to get 3.2 million naira, right? 3.2 million naira again is over 90%. Over 90%. So you're making this amount of money. So if you multiply it by 24 days in a week, 24 work days in a month, you'll know the figure. So that is how much you can make, and there's no limit to this thing. So now you see why the government, you know, had to cut us off. Had to cut us off so that we will not have access to this money, because if we have money, we won't have need for them. So they won't have to control, they cannot control us again with their, you know, let's not get there. I hate discussing politics, African politics. Nah. All right. So this is basically it. This is basically it. So now we need to jump to how you can get your money to Ghana. There's different means you can get your money to Ghana, but any way you want to try to do that, it still requires somebody that you can trust. Don't just do it, right? Because at the end of the day, even if you want to use the Binance and get someone P2P, you also need to, you know, because you're now moving to another country, right? You need to make sure that the transaction is going to pull through and stuff like that, right? So you need to, at all times, you need to make sure that the person you're transacting with is legit. Not for Binance, but, you know, the only way you can send money to Ghana is, you know, Momo. There's all those things. And then you can send money through your friends. I have a lot of my Nigerian friends that are living in Ghana. I have a lot of Ghanaians also as well that are in Ghana. So mine is not a problem. So, but what you need to find is someone in Ghana that you can trust. They will now they will tell you the best way that you can send money to them. So all you need to do is get that person and then send money to them. They will convert that money to USDT and send it back to you. You do the transaction, and, you know, it goes like that. So when next you're sending back the money, you add some tip for the guy, you know, or for the girl, anybody that is doing it for you. You add something for the person, and then the person will thank you tremendously, will be like, thank you very much. This is really amazing. So imagine that you're giving the person 20K. So just for helping you out with the transaction, the person is making, let's calculate it, 20,000 times 24 days and a month, 24 work days, right? 480,000 naira. without doing anything, just helping you do transaction, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, it's something that I would advise you guys to look into. You can start with any amount, but the thing is, if you're going to be doing it this way, then 10,000 naira is quite too small. You now have to send it, the bank charges or whichever way you send it. And then by the time, at the end of the results won't really make sense. But you can just use that to try it out and see how it goes. But just trust me, this is a very lucrative way to make money from the comfort of your home. Anywhere you are, you just relax with your Cuban cigar and a glass of wine and be sipping and,